Blessings. We here. We on the live. We on the live, y'all. So come on in. Come on in. Tonight I'm actually gonna. I should have wiped off the lens, but it is what it is. Tonight, if I get some comments, I'm gonna make sure I put my attention to that. But let's go. I know I'm gonna have to break this down into 2 videos because before I got on, I was adding more notes for things that I did not want to forget. So here we go. So you guys see the title, and then I did get the commercial trail up in time. I don't know if you guys got a chance to watch it, but that's okay. You can always go back and watch it. Now, like I said, on the tube, you can watch it the next day for my early mourners. And right now, it's the late nighters. I know these are no words, but you understand what I'm saying. Okay, let's go. Let's get right into it. Okay. But I gotta get this one out. Like, I was just talking to a girl. And she was like, yeah, because everything the narc, gets in contact with, everything just get destroyed. And I'm like, you know what? That is so true. They got that Narcs touch. Everything they touch gets destroyed. Oh, baby. They got that Narcs touch. And they think they gonna get rewards. I'm just like, I started going into songs like, yeah, they got that Narcs touch. Everything they touch get destroyed. I'm laughing, but it's not even funny. I do my little thing with, some of my humor because, it's okay. Sometimes people need a little bit of humor just to avoid crying about certain things. Even at a funeral, some people, they want to remember the person with humor. Then you'll have some people that don't have a sense of humor. So they'll get all upset like, it's not funny. Okay, that's your opinion. To each his own. Nobody can tell you how to feel. That's what the narcs try to do. They try to tell you how to feel. So let's get in. The discard. Who really actually does the discard? Is it you? Or is it the narc? Who actually really does the discard? And I'm going to give you guys the key to the men about the discard. And some people are going to be like, yeah, I knew that. And that's fine. It's good that you knew that. But God gives the discard. Because once you get into this relationship with this narc that works for the evil one, Satan, that light inside of you, which is God, is fighting, behind the scenes with the darkness and the demons that's inside of this person that you are with, that you did not understand, that you just made a deal with the devil. It doesn't even really matter if it was a marriage or a relationship or a friendship. You just made a deal with the devil. So when you get to that point where you're just scratching your damn head trying to figure out what the hell is this, God is trying to tell you something. And when he's trying to tell you something, he is speaking so loud and clearly, but you keep ignoring the voice. And when you finally get to the point where you realize, oh, this is something else, and then you decide that you're just done. You're just done. And we're probably gonna get a commercial, so give me a minute to look at my notes. But you're just done. And that's the second part. Yeah, you're just done. We're gonna skip that. I know a commercial was gonna come. And you decided, like, I'm not gonna deal with this. This is not what I signed up for. This is not what you presented, because they will present themselves like this beautiful little Christmas Amazon package. And when you open it, when you remember when you guys were watching cartoons when you were a kid, and there'll be two enemies in the cartoon, and they'll deliver a package, and when the cartoon character opens the package, it blows up. Yeah, that's you when you're with a narc. It's like, oh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful package, and then you open it up and it blows up, and your weed flew off, your wig went to the left, your eyebrows are gone, your beard is burnt up. You just blown back. And don't even understand what the hell just happened. Let's get into it. When you left the narc, you left their false self. You left this person that pretended to be something that you would be attracted to, someone that was mirroring you. So when you're like telling them all these things about yourself and things that you like, they're like, yeah, I like that too. Look, you are you are falling for their false self, and then when you leave them, you leave that false self and you leave the shell of who they are, because they're empty. There's nothing in there except for demons that's controlling their mental, that's controlling their thoughts, that's controlling the things they say, the things they do. You left that, okay? And in their psychotic cuckoo puff ass brain, they don't get it. They don't get it. It's just like not seeing that a toddler or a 2-3-year-old don't understand some things, and not saying that they are narcs. But that's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone with the brain of a 2-3-year-old, maybe up to 8. Okay? So nothing never makes sense to them. Now, some of you guys know that I teach 2nd and 3rd grade, and that's the age range, like 6, 7, 8 that I'm working with. And when they don't get it, I explain it. Okay? But you cannot explain anything to a narc. Kids are smarter than narcs. Kids are smarter than narcs. But we ain't even gonna go there. Let me stay on my notes, because I really, 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 really want to talk about that. And then we'll get into video too. Okay, so we talked about who did the real discard. It was God. It was God. Who they gonna argue with that one? Who are they going to argue with that one? Even when you're like meeting them or dating them, and you're like, that's not the level I'm on. This is not going to work for me. And they may not have been so evil as a narc, but you knew that they wasn't the one for you. And what I do is I'll be like, okay, let me think about that, and I'm gonna talk to my higher power about that, and then I'll get back to you. So when you tell them, like, yeah, okay, it was a nice time, but the higher power that I consult, which is God, Jesus, decided that, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Who they gonna argue with? Are they gonna call you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs because you decided to go with what God wanted you to do?
Plus,
moving on. Moving on. And I'm going to say this because I think I said it years ago. Years ago. When I'm talking to someone and I say, okay, let me talk to my higher power about that, they want to act like that you're crazy and who's this higher power. It doesn't even really matter. It really does not even matter, because they answer to Satan. So you're going to answer to God. Did you ask them why they answer to Satan? Okay. All right. So, I think I got one more thing. Oh, this is the next topic, but I think I'm skipping ahead. Mobile game. Let me go into this next one before I go into that one. Oh, okay. So, the second part is this topic, and then I have to cut it short because I don't want to make these videos too long. But the second part of this topic is therapy. Because when you get to the point where you know something is not right, and you just like, this ain't normal, and you some of us get to the point we'll tell the narc, like, this ain't working, I'm done. That's because you didn't know what you were dealing with. Because if you did, you probably would have never told them, like, I'm done. But in their brain, they're like, you're not done. You're not done till I tell you you're done. Okay? But when you get to that point where you actually are done, and you are someone, let's talk about the people that don't have strings tied to the narc, meaning that you didn't marry the narc, you don't have kids with the narc, you don't have no business with the narc, you have nothing for you and the narc to interchange or, encounter each other. This is the best discard. But remember, God discarded it. And God didn't want you to have no kids or any business dealing or anything that would have kept you connected with the narc. God knew this. But in the narc cuckoo, they try to find something to connect you back with. Now, they do have people that they can connect back with. Okay? But not you. And you are the one that they're like, shh. I have nothing besides evil intentions to try to get this person back. Threats or whatever. Who the hell wants to be with somebody that threatened them? That's extorting them. That's lying about them. That's gaslighting them. That's hoovering them. All these things. Who the hell? They so damn dumb that they think that, oh, you left me because I was evil. I'm going to be more evil to get you back. I'll wait. If I treat you worse than I did when you was with me, that's gonna make you come back. I'll wait. Right. So they'll get to this point where now nothing is working because you have no ties to them, like a kid or all the things that I just mentioned. And they'll go to this point where, I'll go to therapy. We can go to therapy. We speak French now? Is that what we do? We speak French now. Why the hell do I have to go to therapy with your ass? Because you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Now, you do have to, I said in the commercial trail, you do eventually have to have something. You have to have the Spirit of God, and you may do have to go to therapy after the fact. But what they want you to do, they want you to go to a therapist for them. Now, you're not inside their psychotic ass brain, and they want you to go to the therapist for them because they don't want to admit that they have a problem. So you end up getting to this point like, nah, this ain't for me, this for you. I remember back then, like when I said this before, I'm going to say this again. I remember back then, I had multiple narcs in my life. And I was way too young to be dealing with this. But this was like, I think it was my first or second year of college with a narc. Okay? And so the narc was like, oh, we can go to therapy. And in my head, I'm like, I ain't trying to go to therapy. I'm going to school. I'm in college. It was a waste of damn time. Nothing ever changed. And I'm thinking like, this is what I told you guys yesterday. And this wasn't a childhood trauma, but I like went big, like just went big into time from the first trauma I had that I can remember all the way up until high school and now where I'm at right now. And I'm trying to tell y'all, they will literally want you to go to therapy to explain to the therapist why they crazy. And then they will want you to pretend that it's you that's crazy so the therapist can diagnose you so that you can go back and tell the narc. Wait, I'm going to listen to this commercial because I have to. So that you can get therapy and go back to the narc. It's just like someone not having medical insurance. And they like, can I use your insurance card? I need to go to the doctor. I got a cold. But all along, they got an STD. So you're like, cool, go. And then they go to the doctor. They get what they need. And they get a prescription for their STD. And now, that's under your damn name because you let them use your insurance. And your insurance paid for it. But they told you they only had a cold. That's the exact same damn thing when you're going to a therapist for the narc. Ooh, this is way more deeper than I want to talk about right now. Let's move on to the next one because I'm going to cut this short and go to video 2. Okay, so... Okay, so what they want you to be like, they want you to explain to the therapist about the hell that's in their brain, but you really wanted to explain to the therapist about the hell that they're putting you through. Like strictly straight from Satan, Hades, hell. That's why I say you cannot get out of this thing without ever seeking therapy. And if you think you that strong, you just gonna end up right back where you started from. May not be with the narc, but you're not healing. You're not healing. Ooh, narcs. So I was talking to my girl. She was like, "Yeah, this narc still getting supply from AA." Because everybody at AA like, oh, poor baby, it's not your fault that you're drunk. It's not your fault you have a disease and we're going to help you. So the narc is still getting supply from that. And I was like, AA, my ass, they need AAA to tote their crazy ass to the straitjacket. That's what they need. They need AAA. The hell with AA. Because they'll find supply. They will still find supply and help. And remind you, you were their help. You were just trying to show them a better life and do things that they never encountered and try to show them love that they never experienced. But yet they just wanted to show you hell. And you have the nerve to be like, we can go to therapy. Matter of fact, yes, we can. You go to therapy for being a demon, and I'm going to go over here for healing with the Lord. How about that? Moving on. They be flexing though. Ooh, that's the next video though. Let me. Oh, I'm forgetting something. I cannot stand those whiny ass narcs that has that smirk on their face when they be like. So when they're trying to rope you into something that they know they started, you missed the whole thing, you wasn't there, and they're just filling you in with what they want you to know. Here comes that whiny ass narc. I don't even know, but I was just going over there and they told me and I told them, no, I already paid for that. Now, remind you, they may be lying, but they got this smirk on their face when they're saying it. Like, I don't even know. Those whiny, and I'm talking about females because men don't do this. Those whiny ass narcs that try to get your sympathy with whiny, like, I don't even know. I tried to help, but then my ass. How about that? They my ass. I have been in so many places where narcs would literally start a fight with people they don't even know. Now, they better be glad that whomever they start that fight with, they walked away. You never know who you running up. They could have even ran up on another narc. So, I remember going out, we were clubbing, it was a birthday party. We out of town, yo. This ain't even where we live, yo. We out of town, and she gets up there twerking on whomever man that was in the audience. So when the woman came up and was like, this my guy or whatever. Now, mind you, the guy just let her do what she was doing. So I understand why she came in. But she didn't check the narc. She checked her guy like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It got to the point where I had to just go apologize. I'm like, I'm sorry. That person was drunk. You know, whatever. But she was expecting her man to be like, move around. But you got them narcs that, like, the person wants to tell them to move around, even if they are enjoying what the narc is doing, but they know, because they have that spirit of discernment, drunk and all, that if they say something to this person, it's going to escalate. So they rather deal with their spouse, saying, why did you let this happen, blah, blah, blah. They love to start trouble. That's why they like to go to the clubs and the bars. I seen these narcs on video too. I'm about to drop the ball. I'm about to drop the Happy New Year's ball on doing. Let me do one more run through to make sure I got everything, because tonight I wasn't playing. I had a long ass day. And I'm proud of everything I did, but I had a long ass day. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I'll be like doing my videos, and then once my videos are done, I'll be like, damn girl, you forgot this. Which is why I did the who did the real discard. It was God. Are they going to argue with God? Because God was like, okay. God was like, no, not done. In the words of my 2-year-old daughter when she was 2. That's my trademark. Not done. She couldn't say no. And she would always be like, not done. I not do it. Not done. Not done. So, back to therapy real quick, and then we're done. I'll do the next one. I remember when I was thinking and like going back into my bank, my memory bank. And I remember when the narc was like I said, because I know it's some narcs that be like, I know Conita, she talking about me. I may or may not be talking about you. I may, because I went way back. Way back. And this is one dude, I want to punch his ass in the mouth from Chicago, but way back, because I don't even want no more. But, I'm just like, okay, we're going to do this. We're going to cover everything. I remember this narc where, back to the therapy narc. So we're there, and then I'm going to come into the next one. This one is funny. So, the narc was acting cuckoo like Cocoa Puffs. And I never saw this person act like this before. It's like the further they get you away, the closer you get to their crack. Crack. Okay? And the narc would like go off and act a whole fool trying to engage some type of altercation with the neighbors. And I'm embarrassed, like, I don't even want to have nothing to do with this. Nothing at all. So I decided, like, okay, you can do what you go cuss the neighbors out, go do what you gotta do. I'll tell you what, I'm about to go move around. So I moved around, and I went over to my friend's house, and I spent the night because one of them had to take a flight. So I was like, I'll take it. And the flight was like 5 something in the morning or whatever. And I can't really talk about this person because God don't like that. When somebody's not here anymore, God don't like that. So, but I actually went there for the person that's still here, and I was just like, okay, I'll take you. I'll take you to the airport or whatever. So it gave me a minute and a break away from the narc with all that cuckoo like Cocoa Puffs. And this person, and I won't say they're a narc, missed the plane. So now the next day, it's like, okay, I rebooked the flight. Can you take me at this time instead of at that time? And we all like, okay. Because at one point, we were like, aren't you going to go? Aren't you going to go? Then everybody started drinking or whatever. And everybody was like, we can't take you. So we end up taking that person the next day. I get home. And mind you guys, I actually texted the narc. And said, oh, blah, 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 blah. Narc never replied because I gotta read a couple of reasons why. But anyway, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this and blah, blah, blah. So I ended up spending the night with my friend, which was a relief to me because I was narc free for at least 10 hours. And the next day we got the other person to the airport. I gets back home and the narc was like, yeah, I'm depressed. I'm this because you left. I ain't even go nowhere. Not only that, I didn't even really go nowhere. I actually told you where I was. That's the guilt that they feel when you moving around. Even if you didn't even move around because of them, you actually was probably helping a friend. And then they try to blame you for why they cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And you're just like, I see you, babe. I'll get back to that. Slow down. Y'all moving too fast. But anyway, so this person was like, oh, yeah, I wasn't depressed until that day you didn't come home. What the hell is that? They try to blame you all the time for their crazy ass thoughts, their crazy ass moods, their crazy ass actions. And they'll try to blame you for that when you just trying to get some peace of mind. Real talk. You are just trying to get some peace of mind where you can just relax and try to figure out what the hell. But the good thing is, God did the discard. Back to the topic. God did that. Not what you gonna do. God did the discard. And if you don't have no strings attached to these things, like you wasn't married to them, you don't have any kids with them, you don't have a business with them, you have nothing where you guys have to communicate, you are the most hated. I said it. You are the most hated because they have nothing to rope you back in, that string to rope you back in, because you had nothing like that. And they so damn stupid. Because if you were one of those people that you didn't know you was a narc and they was married and then they're not married, they could have like roped you into marrying them so you could have had that string. But they thought they were so fine. And they thought they had so many options and the grass green on the other side. They was like, I ain't gonna marry you. I'm never gonna marry you because you're always gonna be my sucker. And then you be gone. So now they're just like, oh shit. That didn't go the way I wanted it to go. That did not go any way that I wanted it to go. But that person that never has that string tied to them, always the one that's most hated. And thank God you never had their demonic ass seed. Thank God you never connected on a contract. Thank God that you never bought a house with them. Thank God that God did not tie anything with you with them. I said it. Yes, I did. I said it. And this is why I'm going to go into video 2. And video 2 is going to be about, Ooh, when they got everything they ever wanted. When they got everything that they ever wanted. Now, see y'all on the next one. God bless.